Hi guys, alright, today we're looking at learning how to play the major pentatonic scale, and I'm going to give you a brief bit of theory about how you work it out as well. Alright, here we go. Okay, so today we're looking at the major pentatonic scale, and how I'm going to work it out is we're going to take the C major scale, and if you don't know how to work that out, go back and check out this video, okay? But once you've done that, all you do to the C major scale to turn it into a pentatonic scale, a major pentatonic scale, is you just drop out a few notes. That's all there is to it, okay? Pentatonic means 5, so there's 5 notes in the scale, and then it repeats the root note again, okay? So you start off with C, you then play the second note, D, you then play the third note, E, but you actually skip out the fourth note, F. You skip that out altogether. You then play G, the 5th degree, you then play A, the 6th degree, you skip out the 7th, so no B, and then you just return to the root. So the 5 notes of the major pentatonic scale for C major pentatonic are C, D, E, G, A. They're the 5 notes, and then you repeat the root note just higher or lower depending on what you're playing. That's the C major pentatonic scale. So one of the songs that's in the movie My Girl is actually a major pentatonic shape. So to sum it up, what we've done here is we've taken a C major scale, we've taken out the 4th note and the 7th, and we're left with a C major pentatonic scale. They're the 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then repeated again is the octave. C again, okay? And that's all you need to do. So draw up any sort of major scale that you've got, and then use that video that I showed you how to work out a major scale, and then just cut out the 4th degree, and then the 7th degree. So we're looking at the C major pentatonic scale, and now that you have the theory, I'm going to show you how to play it, and I'll tell you all the fret numbers, and then there's a tab in the description below, and then I'll do a close-up and show you the fingerings, okay? So you start off, you're playing with the 2nd finger on the low E string, your pinky on the 10th fret, okay? Your 1st finger on the 7th fret of the A string, your pinky on the 10th fret of the A string, your 1st finger on the 7th fret of the D string, your pinky on the 10th fret of the D string, your 1st finger on the 7th fret of the A string, your 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the A string, your 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the B string, your pinky on the 10th fret of the B string, and your 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the high E string. And that's it. Okay, so here's a close-up of how to play a C major pentatonic shape, okay? So we're going to start off with our 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the thick E string, that's the C note, remember? Then our pinky on the 10th fret of the E string. Our 1st finger on the 7th fret of the A string. Our pinky on the 10th fret of the A string. 1st finger on the 7th fret of the D string. Our pinky on the C note, which is the 10th fret of the D string. Finger on the 7th fret of the G string. Our 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the G string. Our 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the B string, drop down a string. Our pinky on the 10th fret of the B string. Our 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the thin E string. Funny thing is, I always want to play that theme song when I play the major pentatonic. All I'm doing there is I'm just playing the C major pentatonic. Now what we're actually doing is we're going from one C note, the 8th fret on the E string, to another, which is the 10th fret on the D string, to another, which is the 8th fret on the high E string. So we're actually playing, in a row, we're playing 2 major pentatonic scales. So I'll show you the first one, so just so we can break it up. So that's the first major pentatonic, and then from there, so from the 10th fret with a pinky on it, on the D string, I'm going to show you the next one. So the next one is... Okay, so first one again. Then second one. If you don't know how to play a C major scale, go out and check out this video. But basically, any song where you play a major scale, you can also play the major pentatonic scale, okay? All it is, pentatonic just means 5 notes. So there's 5 notes in the scale and then the octave above, okay? But it's a 5-note scale. So any time when you play, let's, like, just for example again, we'll just play the C major scale. So that's just 1 octave of the C major scale. You can just play the C major pentatonic scale instead. And it would still work fine because you're just skipping out on a few of those notes. So if you come across a song and you know that it's in C major or A major or whatever, you can play the C major pentatonic instead of just a normal C major scale, or if it was in A major, you can play the A major pentatonic. But more on the theory of all that stuff later. Okay, good work guys.